Okay, and it looks like we're back. The feed seems to have fixed itself. I am not sure what happened. I don't have a lot of stuff up and running other than uh, Visor and OBS. I don't have any Chrome tabs open or anything, but anyway, we appear to be back. And as you can see, I did win the last fight, so we'll just go on to the next one. All right. Now, I actually started playing Marvel Contest of Champions pretty soon after it came out. It was probably, I think it came out in late 2014, and I think I either started playing around then or early 2015. I can't quite remember. But what ended up happening is I think around the time Avengers Age of Ultron came out, another game came out that grabbed my attention, Marvel Future Fight. And I'm a big action RPG fan, and so I was kind of instantly smitten with it. And I think I left Contest of Champions like just kind of cold turkey and hadn't come back to it until like maybe February of this year, of 2017. So I had an account that had some characters on it and some development, but of course, in the meantime, I've just missed a whole lot. The game has changed. There have been new characters, like these two, obviously. And a lot has changed. So I was never at the end game content level, anyways, when I first stopped playing. So now I've come back, and there's just all this stuff for me to kind of play catch up on. Um, it could be argued that I had a ways to go during the first round that I was playing, but whatever. In any case, I recently acquired X-23 as a 3-star character, and so that was exciting because there's a lot of hype about her. A lot of people seem to like her character in this game. And then Yellow Jacket, actually, I acquired and awakened, or I think I duplicated him also after I returned fairly quickly. I think I just kind of got lucky with him. And I haven't heard as much about him, but I find that I kind of like his ability. He can like stun you after he hits you with his special, like once it wears off, and that's potentially devastating. I kind of like that. Let's see. Where are we at in terms of roster? We are at Superior Iron Man, Agent Venom, and Ant-Man. And I think after this round, I should be back up to my 3 multiplier. Right? I think so. Alright. I'll start at the top. Now, I can't be certain, but in the previous screen before this, it has ratings for the teams, easy, medium, and hard. And I used to think that just corresponded to the team scores, but I've seen teams with lower overall scores than mine that have been rated hard and higher that have been easier, sometimes on the same tab. So I'm wondering, and if anyone knows, please educate me. Um, but I tend to think that that means it's less about the overall team score and the kind of AI that you're facing off against. Hard being that you're most likely to get the really aggressive AIs who are going to try to just beat you down every second that they can. Um, so I usually try to go for the easier ones because I would rather take on a team with twice my rating that's easy than one with half my rating that's hard. Because those guys, those tough little AIs, the really aggressive ones, can really drive you crazy. So, And again, this is just my working theory. I don't know it. Don't take it as gospel. This is just kind of my observations from having played in the last month and a half or so. All right. Oh, I should have evaded that. I am not playing well. Okay, good night. I hope. You're like a bullet. And he's still alive. Okay. That split second after your special 3 and everyone is getting situated for like a split second is really confusing to me. Seems to me like you should have the advantage, but it happens so fast that I think your opponent generally has the advantage. The computer has the advantage. And I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel good about it, that's for sure. But what do I know? I'm just a mere player. Okay. Hmm. The lag is usually not this bad. It's only when I record. Alright. Flash versus Clint. Now, I don't know what a lot of people have to say about Hawkeye as a character, and I don't really have anything to say about Agent Venom yet. I'm still learning how he works, but I actually really like Hawkeye. And it's mostly for his L1. Special 1, L1. I'm gonna use those terms interchangeably. Anyways, as long as I can keep Hawkeye's L1 off of me, then I generally don't care. But like when I'm playing Hawkeye, I always use his L1 because his special 1, because you start draining your opponent of their energy for their own special attacks with that attack. And I love doing that. There are some opponents that I just hate. Like Hyperion is definitely not a favorite of mine right now. I'm sure he's a lot of fun if you're the one playing him. But if you have to fight him, his power buildup is really annoying. So I like having characters that will just drain him. Hawkeye is good for that. Vision is good for that. But yeah, I really like Hawkeye. He's not one of my top 3 stars, but he's definitely getting there, and I definitely have fun when I play him. All right, Superior Iron Man versus Vision. Now again, with Vision, I want to keep his specials off of me because they will take power away, and I don't like that. I like to just kind of see if I can bait him into using the special 2. He does not seem to want to do this. Okay, good. Got lucky. Now, another issue that I know people talk about in the game is trying to bait specials. I'm not very good at doing that. I have tried. I probably need to find some other tutorials on how to do it well. But you know, I do what I can to get them to trigger it, especially if I see that they're nearing complete buildup. But yeah, it's easier said than done. Sometimes I will waste lots of time trying to get them to trigger their specials, and they just don't want to do it. It's like they know my strategy, and they just want to wait until they get complete and total buildup so that they can annihilate me. And you know, that's annoying, but that's also the name of the game. So, all right. So now I am back up to my 3 multiplier. We're going to go ahead and filter out everything but the 3s. Okay. So as you can see, I think Dr. Voodoo is probably my final, like, 3-star that I just have not yet touched in terms of leveling. So we're getting close, and I appear to have more lag. Okay. So we're getting close to where my top teams are. And as you can see, my top 2 or 3 teams here, so Colossus through Black Panther, Scarlet Witch through Rhino, and Unstoppable Colossus through Punisher, are pretty darn well off. And then the 2 teams underneath, you know, they're either still on the bench or they are slowly making their way up. So it is a slow slog in order to get everything leveled the way you want it to be. Because ideally I would have all of these leveled, but I don't. All right, I got class advantages on 2. All right, I should stand a pretty good chance here. I mean, that first fight I'm going to take. I'll be really upset with myself if I don't take it. All right, so let's see. All right. So who have I got? Crossbones versus Ant-Man, right? Brock versus Scott. There we go. I actually do really like Crossbones from what I've used of him so far. His animations are just great. He is kind of just a gritty, I'm going to beat you and beat you up while I do it character. So his special 2, which is this one, the pump action shotgun, is a lot of fun. So, nice little lag spike there. That's fun. All right. Now, once I get to my top teams, they are going to be worth probably about anywhere from 4,500 to about 5,000 per round. So that's kind of why I saved them for when I get to my 3 multiplier. And they are generally pretty easy to match up with other squads because they're all maxed, or at least as maxed as I can currently make them without duplicating and awakening. So, you know, the other teams in this arena are subject to, you know, 3 stars at the best too. So it's impossible to match them up against like 4 stars or 5 stars, which would drive me crazy. But, ooh, man, I keep forgetting that Cable's little strong attack is pretty cool. That degeneration effect is nice. Okay. All right, more lag. And I can tell you guys, for the most part, that what you're seeing is exactly what is unfolding on my tablet. It is if it's laggy here, then it's lagging on my tablet. The exception so far being when I had to stop the video because the screen froze from what you saw. I got to finish the fight, but I had to stop the video and see what was going on. So if you're seeing lag, it's because I'm encountering it too, and I don't know. I'll be upgrading my equipment as soon as I can because lag is really annoying and I don't like it. So I have not had the pleasure of playing Ghost Rider. I haven't acquired him yet, but all the talk right now is that after patch 12.0.1 that he got really, really good. So I'm looking forward to eventually getting my hands on that character and seeing how he plays. Really? Come on. Oh my goodness. You are a cheeky monkey. Yes, I said cheeky monkey. I know a lot of people don't really seem to like Gwen, but I do. I love her. I love her special 3 here. That little. Oh wow, that looks like it hurt. That was great. That was a nice touch. Now I realize I'm probably biased, but I kind of wish they would do more spider characters. I think like, and I don't just mean like allies and stuff. I'm talking like Dr. Octopus and I mean, come on, Green Goblin. I mean, if you're gonna put Norman Osborn in this game, why do it as Iron Patriot? Anyways, but like, yeah, I think we should be seeing more of his enemies and his friends. I think seeing Scarlet Spider would be cool. Kane or Ben Reilly at this point. Although I'm partial to Kane. I I happen to live in Houston, Texas, where the Scarlet Spider comic from a few years ago was set. So that was a lot of fun. All right, let's see. I think at this point, I'm going to just jump straight to the top. So we'll go ahead and do this team. And again, I mean, at this point in the game, you're basically just grinding to try to get your score into the top bracket. So, and everything here is apparently going to be easy. So that's nice. Let's take this top team and see what we can do to them with them. Okay, fine, 2 of them. All right, these are all good lineups, I think. I especially like Black Panther versus Hyperion because Hyperion bleeds. And my Black Panther is maxed out, so I really like putting a bunch of stacks of bleed on someone and then just scooting away to the other side of the screen and watch the life drain from them. It just amuses me when that can happen. Doesn't always happen, but it's fun when it does. And Hyperion. I kind of loathe that character right now. Part of the reason is because he looks like a frickin' Superman ripoff. I mean, look, big guy in a cape. He's got that frickin' Jerry curl that Superman often has when people draw him. And it's like he's wearing a WWE belt with the radiation on the buckle. I mean, come on. Okay, well, ripping into him felt good. Okay, lag, laggy, lag. I'm guessing that the game is mad at me for beating on its poor Hyperion. But them's the breaks. you guys eventually snap my streaks, so, you know. Now, I would imagine that my strategy is probably not the best one overall. For me, it's the best one for me. It's the best one I can come up with for myself at the moment. But I would imagine that once you have a stronger stable of 3 stars, you probably want to try to maintain that infinite streak as long as possible. It's probably a lot less grinding and probably a lot less stressful over the days that you have to, grind this out. And I don't know, I hope to get there eventually. I just know I'm not there now. So for now, this is the strategy that works best for me. Oh, stupid vision. I should have blocked that. Oh well. I mean, fortunately, Carol hits really hard, so. And I think she absorbs energy, so that's really cool too. I don't remember if that becomes health or power or both, but energy absorption. That's always nice. Let's see. All right, Colossus versus Gwenpool. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about Gwenpool so far. I don't really know the character that well. I have not read the comics, but so far, at least as far as this game goes, people have a lot of good things to say about her. So she's the login character for April, so I will be getting her eventually. But it'll be interesting to see how she works out. I think a lot of her animations are certainly amusing, like kicking the grenade at people and trying to flip and then falling. So I'm amused, but stupid lag. That cost me my opening parry. That is just not cool. Oh well. Apparently I can't parry at all right now. Good night. Okay. Man. Just take your time, server. I mean, I admit it could be my Wi-Fi connection, but I don't think it is. I mean, things usually go a lot faster, so whatever. I'm not going to worry too much about it, at least not yet. Okay. All right, so it is about 24 hours into the Iceman event, the second Iceman event, and I'm on approach for 700,000. So at this rate, if I maintain, I should be able to double this score by tomorrow, or come close, and that would put me well into the safe range, or the supposed safe range for Iceman. Again, the cutoff for the last contest was 1.2 to 1.3 million. So I at least want that. I at least want to try to hit 1.3 million. So I got about 2 days to do that. So I'm making pretty good progress so far. I just need to maintain as much as possible, which again is always easier said than done. Life tends to get in the way. People got jobs and things like that. So let's see. I don't like that disadvantage. It'll work. I'll make this work. Okay. I do also use arena score multipliers from time to time. Usually when I've got max of a certain kind and I don't want to, I've got like extra in my inventory and I don't want them to go to waste. And I suppose that would be another suggestion for the arena. If you want a particular prize and you've got a lot of arena score boosts, use them. They're nice. They're really nice. It's part of the reason that I got to the final milestone on this one as quickly as I did. I would probably be, I think without them, I would probably be maybe probably about 50,000 behind. So, I mean, I'd still be kind of closing in on it, but I wouldn't be there yet. So, I do kind of like Rhino's Special 3 animation. So, oh my goodness, this lag. Sorry for the constant complaints about the lag, but lag sucks. So, whenever I see it, it just kind of annoys me. All right. And that was my first fight, right? I think it was. Alright, who have we got next? Scarlet Witch versus Drax. This should be fun. I like both of these characters. I know everyone thinks of Scarlet Witch as a god-tier character, and she is. She just places buffs and debuffs just like a boss, and you just never know how the fight's going to go. Usually it's going to be in your favor. Drax is pretty cool. I mean, he's got bleeds and he builds fury. He's a fun one to play. Oh boy, that was a lag spike. My goodness, that was a lag spike. I thought I was going to have to reset there for a second. Come on. Okay. Took him down. Wow. All right. Okay, well, with all of these laggy problems, I think I'm going to do this this final round here, and then we'll call it quits. So hopefully you've gotten a good idea of my approach to the 3-star arenas, and hopefully this has been at least, you know, mildly entertaining to watch and listen to. So again, my approach may not be the best for you. I just happen to know that it works best for me. But I'm also willing to modify and learn if people want to drop some knowledge and wisdom on me. Totally willing to figure that out. So, in any case, if you enjoyed this video, like with all of them, please go ahead and leave a like. If you're feeling particularly ambitious, you can hit the subscribe button, so that way you'll know whenever I update, which I'm hoping will be fairly frequently. I kind of do it on a lark, but if I can set up some kind of a regular schedule, I might even be able to do some live streaming. But before I do that, I would just like to know that there's interest. So, in any case, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you very much, and have an awesome day. Bye.